Hello, Amy. This is Nate. I just got an email from you and I want to have a conversation with you. So hopefully you can have an open mind about a couple of the ideas that I'm going to share and some feedback, and hopefully you find a good solution. So the quick answer to your email, I'm looking over at my computer here. Quick answer to the email is I'm not looking for any type of programming. When I first started my company, I did hire a couple programmers then, but I learned really quickly that it was so hard for me to offer programming as a service and to oversee and manage to know how to price services when I knew nothing about programming. So I closed that door as quick as it opened, just a couple months later. But we're a design company. But I also will say this. If I were to hire a programmer, I would hire somebody in the Philippines. Now, you might take that as a slap in the face, saying, well, I've got all this education, I've learned all this stuff, and now is it worthless? Now is it completely worthless because I can be people can outsource to the Philippines. Now I've created a lot of videos on my YouTube channel talking about how great outsourcing is and how outsourcing really helps America and how outsourcing actually creates more jobs. But it shifts the way that things are done. It shifts the type of jobs. And see, for me, I'm a video creator, I'm an editor, I'm a marketer, I'm a web design company. But I've succeeded because I've embraced outsourcing and I absolutely love it. Now there's plenty of work. There's plenty of work out there for programmers in the United States. However, there's even more opportunity for programming companies that will embrace outsourcing to outsource the things that in order for a company to, well, I'm going to get philosophical here, but I don't want to get too deep. I'm trying to convince you of all my years of experience with outsourcing and the wisdom of why it's such a blessing. Perhaps I'll just reference you to my YouTube channel, Nate Woodbury, and you can see my videos about where I talk about, the pros and cons of outsourcing. Let me skip ahead and talk about my recommendations. So first of all, if you do want to continue to be an employee as a programmer, your resume, from an employer point of view, a resume like this is totally, absolutely boring. Now, I actually have a different example that I can show you. I haven't had a resume for years and years and years because I have my own company. But there's a client that I'm pursuing. So I'll be taking them on as the client role, but it will kind of be like me and all my staff will be filling a position in their company. And so I did create a video resume, but I also created a regular paper resume. And let me bring this up real quick. All right, I'm opening up InDesign. Now let me just open recent. Sorry, it's just taking a second here. All right, so this is it. This is me on paper. And it's not perfect. I'm not claiming to be the perfect resume creator. But, just see the difference here. And I'm going to take it down because it's not about me or my resume. But you could just tell that there's time put into it. And then for a particular company, I would make a unique video resume to talk to them and about why you really want to work for them. Have that be your cover letter, and include the link or a QR code on your cover letter to that video of why you really want to work for that company. That would be so much more helpful to me. I mean, some of this information is handy to see, but how are you going to separate yourself from other applicants, right? All right, now here is my real recommendation. Because that's the advice to follow if your only option is to become an employee, but that's not your only option. You also have the option of starting your own programming company. that because you've got so much experience in programming and you know how to do things, what if you did some freelance work? We'll just take it at that level. You found a client that needed some programming work done and you did it. Okay, so you know how you could do that. But what if you were to hire somebody in the Philippines and pay them $800 a month? You could get a really, really good, really experienced, seasoned programmer, 40 hours a week for about $800 a month. You can get somebody for $500 or $600 a month if you want somebody who's really seasoned, really good, really reliable. $800 a month, $900 a month will definitely do that. So imagine you hired a couple people like that. So it's you're going to work full time, plus you hire 2 other people. And let's just, for the sake of math, let's round it up to $1,000 a month each. So for $2,000 a month, you've tripled the size of your team, from you to you and now 2 others. And so you've got this project, and you bill at whatever your typical rate would be if it were just you or other people like you here in the United States. But then you leverage the fact that you've got 2 full-time people putting in 320 hours a month for just $2,000 a month, and you can really leverage that. And that's what I'm going to encourage you to do, because you've got the knowledge and experience of programming. You can easily oversee and know what they do and instruct them on how to do things according to your systems and what to create it and how to do it. Anyway, that's what I would do if I were you, but I'm not you. So hopefully either one of these 2 options was helpful for you. If you have questions about outsourcing, there's outsourcing of manufacturing. Sometimes is good and sometimes is bad. I absolutely love Elon Musk and what he's doing. He's bringing high-end manufacturing of the Tesla cars, the electric cars, SpaceX, the rockets. All that manufacturing is done in the United States, and that's really important. To outsource that would definitely hurt the country, but the outsourcing that I'm recommending here for you is something that is a huge, huge blessing to the country. It's a blessing for the Filipinos. It's a huge, huge blessing for us here in the United States. Let me know if you have any other questions, and hope you have a wonderful day.